The sun always shone on the mountains of Fobble. The wind and the rains never came to call the place beautiful. No one would fobble, though high on his feet did exclaim. But high in the hills, past the rocks and the rubble, so high that the clouds were below, sat two tiny towns that were nothing but trouble. If you listen, you'll see that it's so. Now the town to the west that thought it was best bore the name Fobbler-O-Loot, where the women and men since the year 1910 had worn on their heads one large boot. Now in town number 2, one big boot wouldn't do, so the people of Jobberdy Land would stare down and bellow at boot-headed fellows and place on their own heads a pan. Mine's really more of a walk. For days without end, these two neighbors would bicker and argue whose headgear was best, and the boots and the pants would fly ever thicker, from morning till night without rest. But not all of the people who lived in these cities were angry and bitter and vile. A few would write poems and sing happy ditties and greet all their friends with a smile. One Fabian fellow who hated to fight tried hard not to act like a no. While pants crashed around him from morning till night, he'd just play with his pet wind-up go. They kept to themselves and they'd talk until one day he said, "Hey, let's go for a walk. I'm tired of lying around like a cat. I want to go out there." So he did just that. The black plastic toy and his boot-headed friend walked out of their town and began to descend to the dark, rocky valley between the two cities, away from their friends and their light-hearted ditties. "Hey, this is swell," he said. "Gosh, this is fun. It's great that my gull can get out and run." But neither the toy nor the boot-headed boy could see the disaster about to lose joy. For up in the rocks, hidden just out of sight, were 6 beady eyes filled with anger and spite. 6 beady eyes watched our hero meander, 2 shifty bears and their ruthless commander. "Oh, look what good fortune," the nasty one said. "Here comes a poor fool with a boot on his head. I bet he's got money. I bet he's got gold, or maybe some jewelry he'd like us to hold. Whatever the booty, I think I can stand it. Why, that's what I live for. I act like a bandit." And then they attacked him from under their rock. First he knocked off his boot, then he knocked off his sock. But the thing they did next was completely unfunny. Why, they shook him so hard that he dropped his water money. "Hey," he protested, "what you're doing is wrong. If I don't drink water, then I will not go strong." But they didn't care. They accomplished their goal. So they put our friend down, stuck his head in a hole, and walked off with his money. Everything they could dig. They said as they left him, "See you around, silly pig." I'm a hedgehog." Then he said with a moan, "Well, guess I'm alone." Why, this was a loneliness he'd never known. His friends were far off. His toy was missing. The sound he could hear was just the wind hissing. "Hello? Anyone?" Things looked pretty grim for a Fabian bunny. His head in a hole, his boot bent and muddy. But then, were those footsteps? Oh, could it be true? The mayor, who was walking, came here too. "If anyone really, he'd help the poor soul." "Hello," said the boy with his head in a hole. "I've seemed to have fallen. I've seemed to be stuck. But now that you're here, well, I guess I'm in luck." "Oh dear," said the mayor, observing the boot. "A fellow in need, and he's Fabian by a hoot." "Young man, I can see your dire situation, and please rest assured that I share your frustration. But how can I put this? Oh, what can I say? But maybe you'll understand better this way. You gotta be kidding me!" "I'm busy, dreadfully busy. You've no idea what I have to do. Busy, shockingly busy. Much too busy for you." "Oh, I see what you're trying to say." As soon as the mayor had finished his song, a Fabian doctor came strolling along. "Out of my way," she said, starting to slide. "If you and your pig would just step aside, I'm very important, I can't stand it and chat." "Well, he's not my pig, I found him like that." "Besides, it so happens I'm noteworthy too. I'm the mayor of Fobbler-O-Loot, that's true. Hey, don't mistake me for a pig, 'cause I'm a hedgehog." "Oh, I see," said the doctor. "Then you'll understand. Without an appointment I can't lend a hand. There are folks with bronchitis, there are kids with the flu," she said to the mayor. "And that is true. And if I'm not mistaken, you're quite busy too." Well, they talked about schedules, compared daily planners, until finally a voice said, "Please pardon my manners. I don't mean to bug you. I see that you're busy, but being inverted has made me quite dizzy." The two other Fabians paused for a while. They looked at each other, then said with a smile, "We're busy, dreadfully busy. You've no idea what we have to do. Busy, shockingly busy, much too busy for you, because we're busy, frightfully busy, more than a bumblebee, more than an ant. Busy, horribly busy. We'd like to help, but we can't. Ta-ta." Oh, it was just dreadful. How could they desert our Fabian friend with his head in the dirt? "That's it there. I'm finished. I'll die down here under. If they will not help me, then who would?" he wondered. But look, someone else on the road overhead. Would he help a Fabian beaten up, left for dead? Oh, look, on his head, not a boot but a pan. Why, this little fellow was from Jolly Land. He would not help a Fabian or even his clan. The boy with the pan saw our friend with a boot. Oh, he exclaimed, he's from Fobbler-O-Loot. They think we're garbage. They pelt us with footwear. Why should I care if he's stuck down there? But out here in the wild, his chances are slim. If I was in need, would I want help from him? He looked at our friend, then he looked at the boots, and then in his heart he knew what to do. He may be Fabian, that's plain to see, but he is special, just like me. So he got him unstuck, and he picked up the boot, and together they walked back to Fobbler-O-Loot, out of the valley and back into town, where he stayed by his side till the doctor was found. Oh dear, said the doctor, he's wearing a pan. The little one there's from Jolly Land. You helped this fellow? You pulled him through it? I don't understand. Tell me, why'd you do it? He has a boot. I have a pan. But when you look deeper, then you can see that we're special. And now I can see that if you're special to him, then you're special to me. Love who's near you. When someone helps you, then you understand. When you love who's near you. Loving means lending a hand. If you see someone who's hurt or in need, maybe it's time to perform a good deed. And when you're finished, you find that it's true. When you make him feel better, you'll feel better too. Here, let me help. Thank you. Oh, love who's near you. When someone helps you, then you'll understand when you love who's near you. Loving means lending a hand. The boy with the pan gave the doctor some money to pay for the hedgehog's bill, and the mayor cried out with his eyes moist and runny, I'm touched by his act of goodwill. And this little fellow could take care of his brother when he lives in one town and he in the other. Why can't we all come and help one another? And love will surround our fair hill. Now, if you visit the mountains of Fobble, you won't see a boot or a pan. Instead, they throw plants and cookies to gobble. Will you like that? I bet that you can.